Look, I think this brings us to the themes of Davos. And I want to ask you about one line in your speech that really struck me. You said, "We know the old order is not coming back. We shouldn't mourn it. Nostalgia is not a strategy." And I just wonder about that, because I agree that nostalgia is not a strategy, but I wonder if we shouldn't mourn the old order.
It's interesting. I actually messed up on that. Because it originally was, and I don't know what, it's all down on me, but it was, we shouldn't mourn it too long, is what it was supposed to say. And it's a serious point, because yes, there are lots of shortcomings to the old system. Many of them were fixable, and with acknowledgement and rebalancing of global power that was happening with economically through G20 and others, you could see the prospect of some of them being fixed. So there's reason to mourn, reason to look back. Not just it's not just Saudade or whatever. When you nostalgia for something that didn't exist, but we don't really have time to spend a lot. My point is more, when you're in a rupture, like, don't wait around. When you're in a war, don't wait around thinking it was better when we were in peace. Like, we're in this situation. Sure. What are we going to do?
Before.
How do we move forward?
We are mourning it.
And then, ideally, how do we move forward from it in the most positive fashion, which, of course, is about where I go on to talk and what I tried to talk about today, which is to build these alliances, coalitions, partnerships.
With the Chinese.
Right.
What is he even talking about? Like, I'm listening to him, trying to understand what he's talking about. But the old world order had the Americans at the top of the pecking order. The world was a safer place.
Yes.
We believed in the sanctity of the family. We had one of the world's wealthiest middle classes. We weren't poorer than Alabama. Our kids had jobs. They weren't being replaced by a slave underclass of temporary foreign worker who is simultaneously driving down their wages, unemploying a generation, but also gobbling up our resources. We, for some reason, aren't even smart enough to do the slave underclass thing that the UAE does, where it's fine, you can come and work, but you will never be a citizen, and you have to take care of yourself if you come and work. Right. We don't do that. We invite them here. We give them our kids' jobs, and then they claim refugee status and then get lost in the system. We do mourn the old world order because it was good.
Yes, and the same people that are mourning the old world order are the same people that aren't cheering the new world order.
Right.
Because for the last 15 years, we've seen this new power structure build in the world that decentralizes governments away from their electorate, where decisions are made without the ability for citizens to be able to vote on issues that have the ability to really, really impact them. So while Mark Carney says
they've been isolating power from the people.
Yes, they've been centralizing that power, right? Like, this is what the new world order purports to say is better. While regular people are saying absolutely not. We liked what we had before. Right. At least it looked like it was working for us.
It was. When you look at the financial numbers, it was working for us.
Absolutely right. And so I'm tired of hearing about that stupid Davos speech. I'm absolutely exhausted with it. But I think that this really puts a fine point on Mark Carney's duplicity, because we'll see him saying, right now he's on a global press tour, and he speaks out both sides of his mouth depending on what audience he's speaking to. And I don't think it's too much for Canadians to want their prime minister to be congruent in their messaging and to stop this psychotic sort of flip-flopping back and forth.
What you just watched is a clip from our daily interactive live news and opinion show. It's called Rebel Roundup. It airs Monday through Friday, 11 Mountain, 1 Eastern. Make sure you're subscribed and that you click the bell to never miss when we go live.